Salam, my brothers and sisters. I want to come with a little testimony. Um, First, I want to announce that everyone knows that the COVID-19 story is coming to an end soon. I don't know in America it does not look so good, but all around Europe they are gonna end this now. For me, this is a man-made story. It's everything is man-made, and you should know that they want to come after this. They want to bring a new agenda, so new laws, and my testimony has also a little bit to do with that. That's why I wanted to announce that if you see the things like adrenochrome, like as you could see that Donald Trump now is fighting the agendas, fighting the Hollywood and all these things. Hollywood, by the way, is dead long time ago. You can see they are not producing so many movies no more. They are broke, and the Europeans are broke. I already have told you that these people are only printing money and that's it. So the thing that I wanted to tell you today it's about my history, and this will be the last part because I have made a lot of parts of it, and this will be my last part where I will show you how the Most High looks like and who Satan is exactly, so that you have also a little bit knowledge and you can see what I have been through. So like I have told you that in this world there's so many things that people must understand. One of the things is that everything what is here in the world, big cars, big houses, women's, nice music, everything of it, we will left it here. We will not take it there where we go. It will stay here. We will not take it with us. And people have to know it can be tomorrow, it can be today, you can die. And that's why it is very important to hear what your heart say. Your heart must be clean. And it is better to die for someone than to let someone die. And I was always like this. I was someone who was searching for peace, searching for freedom, real freedom. And I wasn't against colors or something. I even have understood that everything that is going on around me, it's because of me, because of myself. That means that the friends that will be with you, they are there because they're for you there in this moment. You see, and the family, you cannot change your family. Then you have your girlfriends or women's that you had, or your ways. Everything is there. This is your way. And then if you understand all these things, you will also understand that all the bad things that going on around you, it's also not happening with someone else. It's happening only to you. Um, this means that your life, the life that you have, um, yeah, the life that you have is you have to know it everything is about you and yourself. This means you cannot say that anyone others share the same life, not even your mother, not even your father. And that's why. So this means um, after understanding that, all the friends or all the people around me, so something like violences, yeah, or people if they hate you, or people that do not want your success, then you will understand it's all about you. These people are doing it to you know and I was scared after understanding these things, that it was not to my mother, it wasn't to my sisters, it wasn't to my friends, but the people are against they're against you. So um this is spiritual, by the way, and I will make you understand this, how this works. I was searching for I was I very smart student, astrophysics, and I was searching for knowledge because I wanted to know how the construct of the universe is and with the stars, and I wanted to know, now listen, I wanted to know what a human really is. So because I was really gifted, and by that I wanted to have a solution for Africa. Since I am a small boy, I wanted to have a solution for my people. And I do not know, it was always in me. Yeah, so even if you go to clubs, la la la, you was doing a lot of things, but the word of Yah was always in me. So if I did not say, I wasn't against Yah, because you had white friends, you had Turkey friends, black friends, and some of them was like, no, there is no Tatanzambi, let's take this woman, do this and this. And there was a little bit against Tatanzambi, but me, I never was against Tatanzambi. I was always like a preacher in front of these people. So the thing is, like I have told you, I have been into fights. I have been into situations, bad situations, and I understood that the world is against me. There is something that is against me. You know, it was all about me. You know, again. So now there was my past, my past also, the past of the history that I have shared before. I will not go back to it, but I want to I will start let's say near to end. There was a day, only to make you to understand why I have some differences view about the man that we call Jesus. There was a night, I went into a party, and there in this party, they told me to give them my right hand. Normally, I was always giving my left hand so that they can print it and put something on my left hand, so that I can enter the club, that people can see that I am now going into the club, right? And this club, it was a electro club. It wasn't a hip hop club, you know. And yes, of course, I went into it, and I was a singer. I was singing. So there was a band, you know, and this band, I knew this band, and so I knew this band, Falscher Hase, by the way, this is the name. So electro, psychedelic music, you know. So I went into it, and I had fun dancing around, and then singing around, you know, with you know, so singing around. But after a few hours before the party went over, I saw something, because I was yes, of course, I drank alcohol, but saw a picture. You see, I saw a picture. This picture, I never can forget it. This was Jesus. Okay, the photo that I saw, that it was Jesus, long hairs, blue eyes, you know. And I was like, who is this? You know, I was asking the people around me, you know, and full of party, yeah. I asked them, who is this guy? Do you see? I was like, hey, do you see this guy there? And they was like, yes, yes, yes. And I say, who is this guy? And they say, this is our master. You see, this is our master. I did not understand in this time, yeah, because it was cool, you know, big party, you know. But I knew that they were after party. They was telling me, yeah, about my star, who I am, la la, because the Satan is also having a way for you, you know. So and for me, he did not come like he's coming for other people. Like he just came. He wanted to deceive me. Yes, by the way, but my heart did not allow it, and they thought I am even smarter, or I don't know. They could not. No, they could not go, yeah, straightly, directly to me. This means they showed me who they are. It's like you have a friend, yeah, you have a friend, and he's starting to talk in things, rubbish things, like things you can't not understand. He's sitting there, you sit there drinking with him one beer, then he's transformating himself. Then he's starting to say things like, "Hey, the planet is mine," you know. You have to understand. If you become one of ours, la la la. I look at him and say, how can a guy have this knowledge, and say such cruel things, And I understood always everywhere where I wanted to go, that there is something higher that wanted to, to bring me, that wanted to make me a socier, But I did not understand it like I'm understanding it now, because that's why I'm writing the book. So I will write this book step by step to make you understand what kind of feelings I had, the things I saw. Like there was multiple. They could like Jesus was, like Isaiah was doing multiplication of food. They was doing the same. Yeah, they could do the same. They could manipulating people. It was like a dream, or I was like, okay, okay. And I was like, sometimes I was like, okay, now you can do that, and are you now better? So, and because this wasn't something that was make me something like to become like, yeah, I wanted to, or to become me thinking like, yes, now you people are better. And by the way, white people, okay. So I did not believe it. I did not believe the things what they wanted. They were showing me, And okay. The last time was the one of the last times was there in the Sions, there where they have told me that they want to kill my mom and all those things. I could not kill my mom because they started to say yes, I can become a politician, I can become a musician, a footballer, all those things. And I say, how can I become this? And they started to revealing me how they do that and how they killing people. And I was like, how do you kill people? Or just to open you how people dies. They're starting to telling me that they're doing rituals. They're sitting there and singing around. Uh, they use perfumes. They use waters. They use drugs. They're evoking spirits, and then yeah, people can die in the night, heart attack, or something can happen to him, and car crash or something like that. I understood because um, you know you have to know that we grew up with movies from my mother or fathers that shows that African are doing witchcraft and all those things. We grew up with that. Even then, these things I did not believe because it was like only a movie. And then we grew up with manga, animes. We grew up with music where you could always see mystical things. And then I also had a spirit inside of me that was showing me, oh, what is here, what is here. So my eyes was always open, and I can hear very good. I can hear things that other people can't hear. And I knew my skills because I was someone. I did not fear anything. I was fighting 10 peoples at one time. Even if he had a knife or something like that, I could fight. A lot of trouble. I had a lot of trouble by searching for peace. And later I understood this. All of this was spiritual. That people was. It is like there's this higher spirit that was searching for me to become a sorcerer. I know it because since even now today I can see the same spirit that people have it. People have to stay. They cannot go if I come. They have to go. They have to run away. Cars cannot pass. It's a lot of things. If I start telling you, you would think, how can that be? But it's really the truth. That's why the scriptures always say, you will left everything here. If the ring bells, you will pack. You will not take anything with you. You will take. We will go, and the other people will stay, and they will look at us. Oh, now the children of Yah, the time has come. They will go there where they have to come to go, and we have to stay here in bondage. So the thing is, brothers and sisters, this is not fiction. This is not a dream, because people I never have dreamed something like that. Like I have never dreamed like attacks, because many people have spiritual attacks and dreams. I never have been called into a dream where you have make a pact or you have seen mermaids, or you have seen Satan talking to you or something like that. I never have passed to this, but everything what I say, I have seen that by myself. Yeah, people waking up from graves, all these things I saw it by with my own eyes, and I saw how these people doing rituals, sleeping man and man, and all these things. You can read, by the way, you can read all those things in Romans 1. You can see all those things that I say in Romans 1. You will see it directly. It's written there. These are the practice of the white man. So I have learned and see what the white man do to become powerful. Because I have asked them, how can I become powerful? And they could not find a way. There was parties I have been to. They have done rituals. I never have understood it before, but later they sleep in man and man, women and women. You see women's coming to you, touching you, and I was like, always, no, no, I'm cool with that. You see, because I just wanted to make to have fun. And I understood later that all this has something to do with me. Children are against you, or the world is against you, or you see you have a bunch of problems. It's they are attacking you only. They are going after you. It is like you have to choose. There is a way that you have to choose, and that's why they are doing that with you. They are putting you into situations so that you have to give up. They want you to give up, you know and I did understand all these things later. Yes, and there was another night. There was another night. I wrote a letter to my mother. I told her, "Hey, mom, I'm going to maybe I'm going to die. I'm fighting against Satan. He is following me everywhere, and he told me I have to die, or I have to become crazy, or I have to kill myself. So this means he put me in a position that I should kill someone, because I saw people against coming against me, friends, speaking things that I could not understand. You going to visit a friend, then he's starting to provoking you, or starting to put you into a position so that he can be over you. And there was doing also crazy things that I could not accept. It's like, I will give you that example. It is like, you go to visit friends, and then they are starting to putting videos inside that you normally do not watch, like videos where they are raping women, and I was like, why are you putting this kind of videos right there? It's cool, we have to watch it. Look. Then they're inviting women to parties, to come to your houses where you are, and the women's also acting like possessed, coming to you, touching you, and doing a lot of things. One man jumping, sleeping with one woman sleeps with 6 7 mans, and I was completely against this. I was completely different, and the thing is, they was telling me this. This was the other thing. The women was like, he's different. He's different. I do not know if they did not hear that what they say, that I could hear those things, and I knew that I was different, because I was feeding these people. I was wiser than these people. They took energy from me. Everything what I was saying. These people was doing. Everything. It was like it was like it was ideas that no one have. I knew things that no one knew, and that's why they started to reveal me things like, step by step. Look, yeah, they're starting to reveal me. Look, we can multiply on things. We can manipulating people. They could see a woman. We went into parties. Then they starting to tell me, look what we can do. Then we went into parties. They drinking there at the bar. He looks 2 minutes at the woman like this, and the woman was like, hello, I love you, I like you. I was, how did he do that? And I was like, hey, come on, come on, and I had my phone was ringing daily more than 30 times. Here, come here business, here friends, here something, here something. So they give me so much work. I was so busy, and I was like, you know, yeah, full of full of lie. Let's here, let's go to this camp, let's go swim, let's go to, you can sing here, you know. I was like a star, you know. And yeah, back to the testimony. There was a day I wrote a letter to my mom. I will die, I'm fighting against Satan, la la la. I think I cannot beat him. I think I cannot beat him because I do not understand the people are against me, etc. And yeah, for a normal mom, I think she thought I am, but I never no, she did not tell me. She did tell me later, but I'm coming to that soon. Yes, I told her that I 100% maybe I would die. So I went out. I'm fighting against Satan. She contacted my uncle, and my uncle, he knows the practice of the tabernacle. You know, my uncle, he knows it because he came from these Levite groups there in Angola. He went even with this Simon Toko fighting against for liberty in Africa. So this is, he has even photos with Simon Toko as he was a young boy, 16 or something like that. These are the, he went into his prayer groups and fasting and all these things. So he knows my son is going to fight against Satan, you know. And they was like, oh, this is not good. This is not good. This is not a good sign. We think your son really have some bigger problems. So now, but I did not know. I went out to fight against Satan, and I knew who he is. I knew what he's doing. But the problem was I did not know how I can start fighting him because he was almost everywhere. Police was after me shooting. Yeah, shooting. I was running all Cologne. You can go. It's a big city here in Germany. I was running from one area. From there was one time I was in a friend's house, and some of the friends that I met, and many things was going on there. I run from there, yeah, half naked, you know, like because I was there with my women, blah, blah, but then I see things. I saw that they have marks and signs on their, and I run into another woman's house, and this woman had a Bible in her hand, and the police after me, you see, and so I did not know who I should fight, you know, who is my enemy exactly. I only thought like to kill like mostly 30 or 40 of them. You know, I was like, if a police come, I can take his gun, take out the thing that I can start shooting, and then I go after him and kill him one after another of them, you know. And this was my thoughts really, because I knew they are coming for me. So I was listening to Lil Wayne, by the way, and this time things like "I be here when they come for me and every single and they got love for me, cause I got money on my mind," and those things. You see, I was really really tough, and so I did not care. In this moment, I was like, "Hey, if I see that the spirit of Satan is inside of you, you have to come with me, and I will be the last man standing. I will die, by the way, but I will take 30 or more of you, and it is not a problem. If I have a gun, I played GTA, I was playing many games, and I knew German police. I am tough. That's why I do not believe that if I do not, but I knew that if you see in the world, you see people dying, or if you see something happens like 9/11, this cannot happen because everything is under Satan's control. This cannot happen from them. They do these things. They are killing people. They do these kinds of sacrifices. I have learned it, by the way, later. Um, oh, my wife is not good. Yes, maybe you should not listen to everything. I will write a book about it, by the way. So because this will be one of the most powerful book, because it is important. You know, like I told you, if you if you see people dying, you know, and it is mostly a sacrifice. Okay, it is mostly a sacrifice. Even if you see in Africa, they put in drugs. They are no more normal, and they are going to killing people. They, you know, this is mostly not normal. So you always see that people have something, they see something, something is inside of them. That's why they're going to kill people, you know. So brothers and sisters, I was not, there was not the evil spirit inside of me. I could see how these people was acting, and could see how friends of me was trying to put me into a condition where I did not want to go, you know, and that's why I said I have to finish them off, you know. And I knew what I see. I could see, and I knew what they say. I knew what is going on. That's why I would not go after someone who did not do anything, you know, because I was even in conditions where I did not have house where to sleep and all these things. I saw a tent outside in the garden. I was sleeping in the garden, you see, in the tent, you know. And I went into my family, some of my family's houses, and told them, hey, come on, I want to sleep or something. Maybe in your keller. Keller is cave. They say no. Why you here not? Go to where you come from. Here can't put you here. And I was like, I was like, okay, thank you, you know. And they know it. If my aunt and my family members would be here, they would tell you these stories. They know all those things. This is not something. This is not fiction here. I even have the numbers. I can tell you where these people doing rituals. I can tell you how they do rituals. I can tell you, you know, that's why I tell you that the things that the Most High does, it if you see that these people copy the most of the things. You see, that's why I know how salvation works, and I know what to. Yes, just to tell you that um, yes, they have really provoked me, yeah, to become very, 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 very angry, so that um, um, yeah, that I went to the city to meet some thousands of people that was following me, because I already had said to one or two of them why my phone is ringing like crazy, you know. And after telling, I went to a friend's house after telling him that why my phone is ringing like crazy. Then um, in this friend's house, he said like, "Oh, your phone is ringing like crazy. Why? It's not good. It's not good." Then my phone stopped ringing. Then I up since there, because I took all my clothes was in this friend's house, a white guy also, and he had a big old house, you know, and all these things. Most of my things was there. Like I had a lot of clothes. I had a lot of clothes. I had more clothes than you can believe. I have clothes. I do not want to lie. $20,000 clothes, 30,000. I had mostly. They called me even Gucci man and stuff like that. I had so much Gucci clothes and all those things. So because I went into too many parties, and I had so many things. It was like I had so different personalities. Like they inviting you here to political things. They inviting you there. Then school here. I was always looking different. So I was yeah, special. I even called my fashion at that time the number, so fashion number one, and number one was also the thing that I wanted, and this is that what they could not give me because I wanted the number one. So um, by the way, only just to tell you, yeah, and because they asked me, what do you want, you know, and I was like, I want to be higher than your God, and I mean Satan, and they say that you can't not be higher than him, you have to work with us together. And I was like, no, I cannot be working with you together, I won't be higher than him. Then they gave me the name of Pantera, and I say no, I do not want any kind of name, and I do not want to do everything to have to do everything anything with this, and if I can't be higher than your master. And this was so the problem, you know. And everywhere where I went to, they were showing me the number one. This means we have here like a radio sender, radio the radio stations, they call it one to eins life, one life, you know. And I'm a rich man, Normally I'm a very rich man, but I give everything up. Like I told you in the start, everything will left here. Your cars, your clothes, your houses, everything will stay here. You will not take anything with you. So, brothers and sisters, I went to this this friend's house, and he started to telling me, why do you not receive a peak? A pig is like to fuck me in the ass, they wanted to fuck me in the ass, and they said, if you want to become successful, you have to become also gay or bisexual, and at the start you cannot touch a woman and all these things. So I know all the secrets. Go to Romans 1, you will find all the secrets there. So um I was like, hey, you too talking this kind of bullshit. And he was like, yeah, you not know, me too. I was always helping you here. If you do not have a house, I know. If you go, I was always with you everywhere where you go. I was there. And I was like, what? And then I start to fight him, and I was like, hey man, I will beat you up, and not here, because I knew this is a guy I can beat him up in 1 second. And you know and it was outside. It was like no one is outside, and everything was like lame, no car, no nothing. It was like everything, you know I was like, what's going on here? And the whole house of him, you could not hear not even one voice, and the family, all of them was like, no, now the angel is here. And he said me, you are an angel. This was the third time or something like that I heard that. Say, you are an angel and you have to become one of us. I was like, how? And he was like, I am helping you since I know you, because I know that you has to become one of us. Then I start to tell him, okay, if you say that you are Satan, right? Because I was I start to remember, he gave me a studio for free. He gave me all those things. I went into the studio. I start to broken all the CDs and all the copies, all the things that I have done, all my clothes. I say it's for you. And I was like, I will kill you, And he was like, oh, be calm. You do not know what you're doing. There where you go, these people of God and something, what you think, they have nothing for you open. You see how your family was treating you. I was like, boy. I was like, this guy knows everything. I was like, hey, I was not crying. I did not cry, but I was so shocked, so marked. I saw everything. I saw everything clear now. You see, I was like, even this guy here, everywhere. Women's coming to my. After that, I understood. Everything was because of me, and everything was because of me. And even now today, if you could see what kind of things is inside of me, you would not believe. That's why I do not believe in the gospel like other beliefs. And I understand it. You can show me something. It is like, I see at this verse, or I can look at people. I can see what is inside of them. You see, I am not normal. Just to tell you. And you know and I start to fight him in math. I start to fight him in languages. He start like, you think you can fight me? I am most powerful. I am the most powerful guy. I can do whatever. I can do whatever no one can do, and something like that. I was like, okay, let's see if you're really so powerful. Then we start fighting. We start fighting about geography. We start fighting about religion. And I beat him up. I beat him completely up. And I said to him, you are not the master of disaster. You are just a puppet. I want to see where you master is. Because there I did not understand that he was already Satan. Satan is spirit. All those people that was against me, they was always in spirit, involved in the spirit. I was always running with Satan. I was always dancing with Satan. The women that I was sleeping with, Satanists. There he was sending me. If I had any kind of problem and I was like, ooh, I need money or something like that, a woman comes, hey Mikhael, I know you. You're a great singer. La 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 la. Boom. I went to her house. We was cool with her. La, la. So was it the Most High giving me this woman's? No. So I understood money, women's, movies. I understood everything. He was everywhere. I fought him, and I fought him really badly. He could not win, and I started to telling him. And the gift of me is I know what I say. I do not have to become someone else like they are saying things about the Most High, etc. No, I do not have this gift. My gift is the things that I say comes directly from the Most High. And I have two swords. That's why I always say I have two swords. I have two swords, you know. So I beat them up. So after that, look, police came into his house. He did not call the police. Police came searching for me. I run away. I ran into my where my mother lives. So I went there into her house, and my mother was already there. You wanted to kill me, la la la. I was like, huh? How did I wanted to kill you? Then she started to open me like, she let me in. Yeah, she let me in. Then she tell me, yo, you wanted to kill me in the night. You wanted to kill me. I saw you coming in spirit, and wanted to kill her. I wanted to give her something like a present. A present. This present was yes, blumen. What means blumen in English? Flowers. I wanted to give her flowers, and after she taken the flowers, she had to die. I told her you have to die in this night. Then I started to remember that these people was doing rituals and they wanted to kill my mom. It wasn't me that wanted to kill my mom, but these people wanted to kill her. I started to remember what these people was saying, how she would die. And I say, hey mom, it wasn't me, man. And mom was crying with my sister. Yo, you want to kill me? Hey, I was so buff, man. And you want to kill yourself? I saw your letter. I say, mom, there are some people that wanted to kill me. They want to kill me. They want to kill me, and I think I will die. Then I went into the bathroom, and I had some weed. I put this weed into the bath and to put it away so that people, because I thought these officers maybe will come after me. My mom also called the police. She called the police even before that. I do not know how she did it. The police officers came. The police officers came into the house. Now listen carefully. And it was like, where is he? Where is he? You crazy. I was like, now I saw the life was already broken. The police came into the house and there was like, where's your son? Where's your son? We have to catch him. Your son is dangerous. Your son is dangerous. And my mom was like, yeah, there is he, there is he, you know. And before that, I saw fleas, yeah, fleas in the bathroom. And I understood, because I understood that Satan has to look at me and to find a way how he can, because he wanted me to become one of him, and he called me even a betrayer, yeah, like I am betraying him or something like that, because he was like, you will betray me, you will betray me. Hey, really, it's so crazy, because I was never one of them. I did not never do anything wrong, you know. So how can you say I did betray him, you know? And brothers and sisters, I will tell you that these police officers went into the house, starting attacking my mom and my sister. So like, we will kill you, taking the gun out. We will kill. And my mom was like, hey, what's going on? Hey, she was so shocked. The rest I do not have to. They was even pissing themselves in their clothes. And I was, mom, this is the guy. I was like, this is the guy. And I was so scared because of the gun, right? But then my head become like gold, like the sun, you know. And after my head becoming like the sun, these people was like, no, no, you are the king. You are the king. We will go out. We will go. Don't do us something. And I understood because this happened before. This happened before to me. Yeah. Even there was an act. Yeah. There was an act happening in the main station of Cologne city. There I also this was one of the nights that I this was one of the nights that I was very frustrated out coming out of this kind of seance that I was telling you there where they wanted to kill my mom after running to this woman and going back home in the day. In the day it was like you could see the Passion Christi the movie. In the Passion Christi the movie there was something like someone always was he was following Isaiah. He was always following Isaiah like a guy who's saying they will kill you. They will kill you now in the cross. Did you see he was provoking us? He was doing this and this. He was following me from the main station to my house. And they was telling me you will die, you will see, we are here, and he was showing me that, you know. And I understood it is not only black and white, it is everyone, it is almost even my black friends that was against me. So I understood Muslim women's in the train started telling me, yes, you can come with us, Allah will help you. I say, he have the full control over bus drivers, over politicians, over everyone. And that's why I wanted to give up, you know. That's why I wanted to say, come on, hey, maybe I have to kill myself or something else. And that's why I wanted to kill them, by the way, to take as much I can from those people, you know. And I think um, I will. So I will have to make another part to explain you how I saw the Most High, how the Most High looks like, and what He told me exactly. Give me a like to that little that I shared to you about this story. I just can tell you that the police officers that they went out of the house, yeah, and everything was cool. The elders came in this day. They came to me. They did something like a deliverance, but they thought I am totally, because they told me what is wrong with you, and I say, hey, I am fighting against something I do not know. My intelligence comes to an end, and they say, what is that? Because there is one guy of this elders, he's a little bit, you know, and he was like, you are crazy, you are crazy. I say, who do you fighting against? Who is fighting you? Then some fleas was in the room. Then I say to them, here, do you not see this flea? Do you not see? La la la. And oh, my echo. Okay, I have to close this because I have no battery.